Hi guys, Barbara here from barbaramakescrafts.com, and I'm here to teach and inspire you to level up your crafting game. Well, one of the most frustrating things about crafting with your Cricut is the mats not being sticky enough. They just get worn down over time, overuse. Putting paper or vinyl down, lifting it up, it takes a toll on the sticky. So today I want to show you 4 different ways to re-sticky your mat. I have not personally tried any of these ways other than one of them. So we'll be learning together on how to do this. We won't need design space today because all we're doing is just cleaning these mats and getting them good and clean. So let's go ahead and get started with the experiment. For this comparison, we're going to need LA's Totally Awesome Cleaner. You find this at the Dollar Tree, or you can find it online at Amazon or wherever you shop online. You'll need a mild dish soap. I'm just using the regular Dawn Blue. And you don't want to use like hand soaps or anything like that because they contain oils and other things that will cause your mat not to stick as well. You're going to need some baby wipes, just a small pack. I just keep them in my room. We're going to be comparing on 2 mats. You need some kind of scraper tool if you don't have one. An old credit card or gift card or something like that will work. You're going to need some kind of clear vinyl, and what I'm using is it's HTV vinyl, basically for patterned HTV vinyl for you to transfer because it doesn't have a transfer sheet with it. And you're going to need some kind of tape, just if you're experimenting the way I am. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I want to do is remove the covers from both mats. And you can see they're about the same sticky. Neither of them come up. And so we're going to see which one or more does the best. So this one has a lot of debris on it, so I'm just going to take my scraper and scrape it off. And this is something that to keep your mat functioning is best. You will want to do this after every use. As you can see, I'll probably use this a couple times. Alright, and I'm going to scrape this one also, partly for an even playing field and partly because there's just a little bit debris left on this one. And guys, I just want to say that I have not done any of these methods before except for the baby wipes. So that's something you might be interested in knowing. I don't know what the outcome is actually going to be for these, so we'll just see what happens here. So the painter's tape I'm going to put right down the middle, and the 6-inch line is the middle, and this tape is 2 inches wide or 1 3/4 inches something. So it doesn't have to be exactly in the middle. I'm just a perfectionist and that's where I want it. So maybe a little OCD in there too. And you can use masking tape, frog tape, or painter's tape. You don't want to use anything too terribly sticky because you'll have a hard time cleaning it up. Okay, so now I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to tell you how I'm going to do these. I'll just put them in the way we're going to do them. So I want to turn the mat over, and on this side, the Nikapa side, I'm just going to write Dawn. And then on this side, I'm going to write Totally Awesome. Turn that back over. As you can see, I'm going to lay it down right, and it's the way it is. So on this one, I'm going to do baby wipes on that side, and we'll just say HTV carrier on this side. So when I turn the mat over, you can see baby wipes on this side and the carrier sheet on this side. All right, so the first two methods are going to require some sitting, so let's just pour this on, and I'm going to take the scouring side of my sponge and just kind of work the Dawn in, and then we're going to let it set. And the Totally Awesome, I have not used this, so I need to figure out how to get it open. I'm just going to spray it on. And again, I'm just going to, with the other side, that side, I'm just going to kind of move that all around too. Alright, so we're going to let that set for 5 or 10 minutes. And then we'll use the baby wipes, which are kind of drying out. Okay, this one is good. We'll be able to use it. So you just take your baby wipe, and in a circular motion, this is really better for light dirt and debris, and this is a little heavier. But you just want it, you can see how I'm getting up some dirt. All right, and now I know that this side is going to be the stickiest. And I'll tell you why I know, because we're gonna put this down on it, and I'm just gonna say honestly that I saw this on TikTok, and I've actually used this method myself, just not for a lot of projects. In other words, I don't put this on my mat and keep doing projects on it over and over. But the TikTok video I watched seemed to say that you put this down and just leave it down to be used, you know, just like your regular matte glue. And then I'm gonna just right here at the 12-inch mark. Alright, so we're going to lay it down like so. I'm going to use my scraper just to burnish it down a little bit. And then we'll remove in here. And you can see, how sticky that is and how not sticky the mat is. So more than likely you will need to do some kind of cleaning before you use this method. All right, so unfortunately, I do not have a sink here in my craft room, so I'm going to go to my kitchen and I'm going to rinse this mat with warm water, and I'm going to let them dry, and then I will be back to reveal which one worked the best.
A few moments later.
All right, so it was kind of late last night when I did these mats clean down, and this mat took a really long time to dry, so I just let it dry overnight. I just hung it on a hook and let it dry. And so now is the test. So let me just remind you of what we put where. You can see on this mat we've got the Totally Awesome here and the Dawn dish soap here, and on this mat we've got the baby wipes, and the HTV transfer tape is on this side. All right, so I have not tested to see which one is the best method, so I'm going to do that with you. And let me just move this out of the way so you can be sure and see it. So let's start with the Dawn dish soap, and my hands are clean and ready for this experiment because I'm a little nervous. The reason I'm nervous is I don't see how cleaning with soap can make these mats sticky again. So let's see what happens. So this is the Dawn side, and maybe a little improvement over the stickiness. And this is the Totally Awesome side. That is a significant improvement. Baby wipes, move that one out of the way. That's a pretty good improvement too. And of course we know this is going to be the stickiest of all, but see, it doesn't stick very well to the mat because the mat hasn't been cleaned or anything like that. So how I typically use this is if I have little pieces or something like that that need to be ironed on, that I just can't do it any other way. I have videos that I've used this. It's usually on Print and Cut. I will link in the description below to some of those. I just can't remember what they're called right off, so, or it might have been sublimation. But anyway, this is not a method I recommend for, you know, just putting your paper or vinyl or whatever on and using it over and over, if that makes sense. This would be more of a one-time use. You can use transfer tape if you're not doing iron-on. The iron-on is good because it'll let you kind of use it over and over, but like I said, I don't recommend this for one-time use, but it's just whatever works for you. So I'm going to declare the Totally Awesome. They all improved, but the Totally Awesome I think did the best. And it is actually the cheapest at the dollar store for a Dollar Tree for $1.25. So this was the clear winner for me, but do your own test and make sure that it works for you. All right, so that's the 4 ways that I know to re-stick your mat. Like I said, I don't recommend the clear vinyl or transfer tape side unless it's for a one-time thing, just because it's gonna come up, and if your mat's not sticky anyway, it's not gonna work. So anyway, and my favorite was the LA Totally Awesome that you get at the dollar store for $1.25. Yeah, the Dollar Tree went up to $1.25. I guess inflation gets us all. If you learned anything from this video, if you liked it, go ahead and give it a like, leave an emoji in the comments, and make sure you subscribe. I'm looking for 2,000 subscribers by the end of September, and I'm having a giveaway. And that's all for now. So until I see you again, happy crafting.